Friends play a critical role in your success for two reasons. Firstly, they can influence what you focus on. Now, if we take laughter, laughter is contagious. If one of your friends is laughing, you're likely to laugh along with them, even though you might not know the story. Has that ever happened to you? Now, pessimism and optimism is the same thing. If one of your friends is pessimistic, meaning they only focus on why things can't happen, then naturally that's going to eventually get you to focus on why things can't happen. And that's something you definitely don't want to do, as we've already discussed. So the same is true if one of your friends is being optimistic. You always want to make sure that you listen to their advice. It's just important to be aware, generally, of the advice that you're getting. Is it optimistic or pessimistic? Potential conflict of standards can be the second reason why friends play such an important role. If we take your friend's standards and your standards, now if you have new higher standards, such as paying full attention in class, and your friend's rules, your friend's standards say, it's fine to talk in class, then you can see there's going to be a problem, right? And especially if you're worried about what your friends might think. So that might lead you to drop your standards. Again, the opposite is true if you have friends with higher standards. New rules, such as to take a free period during the day to do some work, or to do 30 to 45 minutes worth of studying at home, then you're going to want to close the gap, which is going to lead you to improve. Have you ever noticed how in a class, normally people with similar academic abilities usually stick together? Well, standards can be one reason for that, I think. Now, to sum up, firstly, you don't want to listen to pessimistic advice. Always try to listen to optimistic advice. And secondly, you always want to be aware of the different standards. And you always want to make sure to ignore the things that are going to get your standards to drop, and always try to improve yours by seeking what's different and trying to adopt the things that they're doing different. So, it's like playing basically a football or basketball with a group of 11-year-olds or a group of 19-year-olds. The standards are much higher in a group of 19-year-olds. Now, which one's going to be harder to play with? It's obviously going to be the 19-year-olds, especially if you worry about what others are going to think, because you're going to get embarrassed a lot in this game. And the second one is fear of failure. You're going to lose a lot more in this game, aren't you? But the question is, which one's going to get you to improve the fastest? This one, by far.